Y'all's Cutter Pack Man here for Sim Sideline. Here with the Colorado Buffs, Coach Vince Howard. Got the 61% approval rating from the AD. Um, yeah, recruiting updates. Got some targets that's number one still, and then somebody that just committed to Washington State. Recruiting trail really not hitting like it's supposed to, especially when we're losing. Which we're about to get into 2-6 record, 0-6 in the conference. Getting ready to head up to Arizona State for in conference game. Let me see here. Talking about the Heisman. Got the top 5 candidates. Funny enough, we just played, I think his name's Avery Johnson, and he ran all over us last game, and we lost 31-30, I want to say. Got a rivalry week game in conference, BYU versus Utah, Kentucky versus Tennessee, and Utah just lost to Cincinnati in an upset last week. What other top stories we got going on? CFP bracket. Let's go there. That's what it's looking like as we stand here in week 10. Obviously, we're nowhere near it, but you got Ohio State ranked number 1, Michigan ranked number 3, the University of Miami number 2, and Texas A&M at 4 with the buys. And then the rest over there with the first round notables. Out the conference, we got BYU and Texas Tech there. Because I think UNLV is still in the Midwestern Conference, so no other Big 12. So, yeah, just 2 Big 12 teams in the playoff picture as of right now. And then top 5 teams, some of those teams that's in that picture, playoff picture: Ohio State, Miami, Michigan, Texas A&M, and Texas Tech. So we'll set up our practice for the week. Got that out the way. I should have a whole bunch of recruiting hours. It's just gonna dump these on the quarterback. And it's funny because there's something just okay. Yeah. Funny, I just read an article because we are dealing with the real players here. And our quarterback here, Julian Lewis, just read this in Bleacher Report. He said Julian Lewis didn't do any film study last year, which is funny because he comes on here in the virtual world, and for Coach Vince Howard throws 7 interceptions in 2 weeks. So I mean, it's just funny to hear that type of stuff when you're playing with the real players. Oh gosh. Getting locked out places. In the house. used up our hours this week. Let's go ahead and get to the field. We'll update the coaches next week. Alright, we're going with the all white unis. These. All right, 6th try to try to get a W within the conference. Try to get this done.
Welcome to Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. A day full of college football has been great, but there's something special about a Saturday night game. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach said it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality in the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Keep an eye on that, Holly. Sun Devils will kick off first, and here we go. Prime inside the 10. Here he comes. Now Dave will get out to the 18-yard line. He's stopped.
Oh, come on. He actually was open.
And the defense drags him down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30.
first down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
All right.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Try and play action. He uncorks one deep.
Oh my goodness.
Breaks into the open. To the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
3 plays.
This in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Don't leave these niggas on the island for nothing.
Extra point here will tie the game. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Lewis on the play action. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Both the running backs hurt.
Running inside. It's Young. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That was right on
We're getting that early right now. Kind of scares me.
Thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty.
We got some calls that didn't happen last game, and then calls all of a sudden just started coming out the woodwork at the end.
5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Gets the back moving. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's 3rd and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
The run inside. It's Welsh. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throwing. Lewis. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down from the gun. Lewis looking for the score.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field.
Let's go more than 3 plays, defense.
Last time they had him, the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Right back to the well. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the
3 and out
will punt
works.
it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welch. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Play action with Lewis. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, come on.
Much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got the quick pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
If he got it back, it don't matter.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Fires to the big fella. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And the Buffaloes have this offense rolling. Here's Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Young. Maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's a quick
Oh.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Makes the grab. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? And the coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, nah, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Mack. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat.
Get him.
And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run inside. It's Young. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
The The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Play fake, Lewis. Makes a catch.
Oh my.
They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll have enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 48. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it. We're going to go for it, and if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Moore. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
4th down, Lewis.
He didn't catch it. God damn it. And he was going to be short, I think.
Decision will be questioned for a while.
I should have went to the
Big
fucking
time drop
inside.
right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And Kenny Dillingham, man, he knows how to coach offense. And he got that big extension this offseason, and he immediately took it and invested in the wide receiver position. Like, to make it easy for his quarterbacks. Got 2 of the best ones in the portal. They expect the pass game to continue to grow and develop, even though Sam Levitt took off.
Well, and you got to replace Jordan Tyson. In my eyes, he was the best receiver available in the draft from a season ago. And so you got some new faces coming in, throwing it around. You got some new bodies catching it as well. This is an offense with tons of potential, but those playmakers outside and some of these new faces, they have to gel with their quarterback quickly.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Under fire.
Get him.
And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Lewis fires toward the target. That's caught. It's Welsh. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air again, Lewis. Makes the catch. It's Atkins. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Spits it out to the back.
Ah, come on.
Opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Pocket breaking down.
Come on.
The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
And they decide to go for it. Decide to
I
be
just needed
aggressive.
2 more
Ball
seconds.
down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Dropping back, it's Bowling.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle.
Good interception.
Now he's up to 14. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's a huge moment here in the game here in the first half. The offense is trying to march them, they're trying to cut it and get moments to lead, but with that interception, with that return, the defense now being prepared to make up to get back there.
I wish I could see the fucking play. They just ran.
Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
They'll run it. It's Brown. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
If first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
And after that strong play on first down there, right on the cusp of a score, second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown ASU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Inbound, thrown back in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Running inside, it's easily stopped at the 27.
Who don't got something hurt?
Forced down in the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. Moving second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack. Get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as the pass is the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No loss.
If they called a roughing the passer and I was just standing, I'm just standing there.
Which way that's going to go. This defense is trying to protect them.
I was actually trying to make a substitution still.
Have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he's doing that pull down, depositing yards, makes the defense have to count for him every single down.
He's wide open. Thank God.
Way too far for everybody.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. Bounces through the end zone, and the touchback, they'll bring it out to the 25. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Here's Lewis to throw. Quick screen to the speedster line. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10. This offense gets into
I don't know what stuff is in this playbook.
Line sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action with Lewis. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to
Come on, get some
but
blocks.
none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Well, that was
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Some early movement along
Didn't
the
he
offensive
jump?
line, and they'll walk it back.
That was the defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Boulder. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh my goodness. Wasn't even an issue.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Fires to the wideout.
Oh my God!
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback making the pass, getting the 1st down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Boulder. It's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their 1st of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it again. Oh, sticks it.
Oh my.
Up there and grabs it.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
Oh, my goodness!
He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
You have got to be kidding me. Like, he ran right in front of my guy. Like, he just looking stupid.
Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just
You have got to be kidding me.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun on third down, Lewis unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Dropping back, it's Boulder. Here's a heat. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the ground, it's Young.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The holder will kneel at the 33, a 43-yard attempt for the win. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's is crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and
Oh
just
my
the
God.
games that
First
stand out the most were
conference
always the
win,
ones that
finally.
went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
A lot of running. I don't think this game should have came down to that last defensive possession and then that field goal, because that fourth down play should have never been no touchdown. He should have dropped it or something, because you know that's what would have happened on my end. We had to get 2 interceptions. Yeah, and I don't know how many sacks. Let's see. 2 sacks. Well, alright, y'all. We are out of here. Escaping Arizona with a Tempe, Arizona to be exact, with the 3-point victory. Cutter Pac-Man signing out. Sim Sideline. Peace.